to episode 108 of the Wrestling Burn with your host Part CB and the Zombie. The Zombie. What's going on?
Thought we
guys?
tried something a little different today.
I'm all about the Chris Benoit. I've been watching a lot of Benoit videos and everything lately, so...
It's actually Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit?
Yeah. You guys have been pronouncing it wrong.
I only refer to him as the Canadian Crippler.
The only wrestler ever to murder his family and still be on the WWE network. Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan didn't murder his family.
No.
He just said the N-word.
Of him going to jail.
For what?
Because he lied under oath.
About what?
A few years ago during a court trial or something
No,
like
I
that.
didn't see that.
Yeah, it's funny how all this stuff is now coming out.
But he's trying to get back for WrestleMania 32.
I saw that. He's training, brother.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 32 in sight. Everything will work its way out, brother.
Hey, everything works itself out in the long run.
Brother.
Just gotta do what you gotta do.
And we've gone a
ahead.
full week
Move
without any
forward.
scandal. Shut the fuck up.
Straight line, motherfucker.
Oh, did you guys watch Hard Knocks at all yesterday?
No.
It started. One of the guys that works for the Texans, I forget what his actual position is. He's not like a player.
Is this wrestling or football?
Football. Houston Texans. Guy does the best Macho Man impression. Was doing it to J.J. Watt. He's like, "Ooh yeah, J.J. Watt. Yeah, you think you're big? Yeah, you've got big arms, but these aren't no." I think it was so funny though. It was almost as good as mine.
Yep.
But
It's funny how all these athletes are coming out now saying how they're into wrestling and everything.
oh, they always have been.
I think this whole thing now with Stephen Amell
Yeah.
is going to start putting guys that aren't into wrestling wanting to participate more, because that segment was probably one of the best things on Raw this week.
That was probably, and
that was an awesome spear.
I'll give it that him. He actually did a pretty good.
And I didn't know Edge. Edge joined the cast of Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't know. It did.
He looks really fat.
Does he?
But yeah, put on weight for that part.
If your neck was broken in half and eaten by Haven people.
He's still on Haven though.
Such a great
I think this
show.
is Haven's last season.
It better
Is
not
it?
be.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched last
Christian's
season.
on it, so it's
Oh,
probably the
yeah.
last season.
It's gonna get hurt before it even starts.
Yeah, can you see Christian as a bartender?
Yes.
Probably.
I thought I can see him as unemployed more than a bartender, honestly.
Is he still with the company?
I think technically they haven't released him yet.
What the hell is he doing?
He's going to the Hall of Fame this year.
No, he's not. He's never
He's
going
gonna,
into the
he's
Hall.
going to be a Hall of Famer this year.
Yeah, he will. If he gets into the Hall of Fame, it will be under the Brood. With Edge and Gangrel,
And
the porn
Gangrel.
star.
You mean Vampire Warrior?
Yeah.
That's what he goes by now. That's his wrestling.
Vampire Warrior.
Don't shit on them. If you pull it up, they probably have like the most hyped music ever. The Brood, like, just think about it.
So, what do you think of Raw?
From what I saw, I only saw the Orton match at the end, the Stephen Amell thing, and maybe one more match. But based off the Stephen Amell thing, I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The Orton match wasn't bad, I guess.
He cut a better promo than half the roster.
Stephen Amell did, yeah.
Yeah. Kept serious through the whole freaking thing. Well, you know he's an actor, so.
He did a good job. And he's better than most of the actors they get. He's better than, like, getting Maria Menounos or...
Shit pants?
Shit Pants, yes.
Shit pants.
Shit,
Yes.
Shit Pants Menounos.
She's always going to be known for shitting her pants in the ring.
At
WrestleMania.
I mean, CM Punk. Don't touch my nipple. What are you doing? Get out of here.
God, don't do that.
No, I can. I'm just showing my nipples off, but
Climbed across the desk just to fucking pinch your nipple.
that actually hurt. Don't touch it. I'm gonna pinch your nipples.
You're starting to look like ZZ.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm gonna be 285 in no
Hold
time. Oh, and then he breaks a mouse.
We were gonna.
It's a studio mouse.
Me and B were talking the other day about torturing you a little bit. Every week, bring in a chair, have you get a chair shot, bring in a Singapore cane. Next week, I get you with that. And then the slap to the chest, the big show splash chest thing.
I'd do it.
Every week, we'll do something different.
I would do it.
Maybe next week on the podcast, we'll start that.
Right? Oh, man.
Well, that's the fans.
I
If
hope-
they actually respond once in a
We'll
while.
have the fans vote on which one we do each week.
Wait, guys, I posted a status that wasn't about NXT yesterday. I don't know if you
I
guys saw it.
It was the cats wrestling in the ring.
Yeah.
We were going to Periscope today, weren't we?
Oh, shit. I don't know how to play that.
We don't know Periscope.
I have my friggin'... Yeah, I left my phone in the other
Periscope. I would
office.
download it, but my phone's broken. Once it's not broken...
I have it. I watched all the rest of Shannon Moore did one yesterday.
Shannon Moore?
Yeah, his
He's a douchebag.
holier than now self now.
He's a douchebag. He says bad things about Shawn Michaels. Him and Gregory Helms. They're all friends with Fat Hardy.
That's why.
Yeah, they're all besties. Or whatever.
He hates TNA.
Shannon Moore does?
Yeah. His wife works for WWE.
Who's his
making,
wife?
Making the costumes.
Does she?
Yeah.
I bet she gets fucked in the back room.
You know who Periscopes all the time?
Yeah.
Sean Waltman.
X-Pac?
X-Pac. Always. Every time he goes to a concert, he's going to the Manson concert and he's Periscoping.
I think I remember you telling me that last week. He was periscoping at one of the concerts or something.
He's driving down the friggin' road, going somewhere, driving and periscoping at the same time.
Good work,
I'm like,
X-Pac.
yeah, that's smart.
So, I'm in the middle of watching the 2000 Royal Rumble right now. And there's a triple threat match with Hardcore Holly, China.
Hey, we got a Hardcore Holly shirt
We do.
that we
Ring
got.
worn.
Yeah, ring worn. Anybody interested in it, go to the website.
And Chris Jericho's in it as well.
Yep.
And looking back on it, China wrestling with men, China's so overrated in the ring. She sucks. She's awful, yeah. It's bad.
Well, that's not what she's known for in the ring anymore.
That's right. It's getting fucked by wrestler lookalikes.
Mean Gene Oakland!
I went back and watched that the other day. I meant to make notes of who was in it.
All I remember
Iron
is
Sheik, John Cena, Mean Gene.
Mean Gene's announcing on the outside, and all of a sudden he jumps through the rope. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's ridiculous.
Can we just watch that instead of podcasting?
We're going to play it next week on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have her on.
Is it gay if a father, a son, and somebody else like a son all watch porn together? Is that weird?
That's weird.
We should ask the viewers. We should ask the
Is that weird?
people on Facebook.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think of that video I posted? Because that match quality was pretty solid, I thought.
I don't know what you posted.
What?
He posted a bunch of two cats fighting in a miniature wrestling ring.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a toy ring and two kittens.
It has like 8 likes on Facebook.
It does, actually.
Does it?
It's like our most liked thing ever. More cat videos for the
Surprisingly,
page.
we've had more listens to the podcast lately. It's
That's totally me.
it's freaking going through the roof.
That's all me.
That's
Old
amazing.
episodes, new episodes.
People
that's all me.
are starting to like us, or we're starting to catch on after 2 years.
It's cause ZZ. We get those special guests on, like ZZ and
Well, ZZ's
and
going to come in like
Butch
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's
he's on his way.
on his way.
He's rolling in on an alligator.
Yeah. Has anyone noticed how much he's mentioned them lately? I think ZZ's a listener.
Yeah.
He is.
Well, I tag him in all the friggin' things we send out. So
Do you?
yeah, I think he listens.
You know who?
I wonder if we could get him on the podcast.
Oh, and me and ZZ.
you can talk. You're gonna interview him like himself. That would be hilarious.
That would be great. And then if he acts up, I'll squeeze his fucking fat titty. Alright, who has the biggest tits left in the show now, Amanda or ZZ? That's the real question.
Amanda.
The hard-hitting questions we have to ask ZZ. Although, won't lie, Gigi's tits looked rather great. And when they were reading the tweets or whatever on the bed, it's like, ooh, alright. I can get down with it.
They're sitting there reading the tweets about how bad everybody hates him. They should have known right there that
If they
Unless they were saved, they were going home.
You act so surprised, but you were going home last week but got saved.
I don't think Sarah or Amanda should win.
If it comes down to the fans voting again for the final, Sarah's winning.
No,
Sarah's easy. They're going to win.
The Yeti. The Yeti's gonna win.
Well, the guys are in the bottom three next week, all of them.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
So you know
It's gonna be.
Brian's going to use the
save.
And he's gonna save Josh.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go.
So Tana's going to end up going home.
It's Tanner.
Josh and Zizi.
Are
That's
those
all
the
that's
only?
left. Yeah.
That's the only ones left.
Oh
Next week-
man,
So
yeah.
Tana's going home.
No, Tanner might even get. Oh shit, Josh might go home. Tanner might not get.
Daniel
saved.
Bryan's going to save Josh.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, he has
got
shown
the
the
most.
best out of anybody. Yeah.
He's got one
dropped
save left.
30 pounds since he's been there.
Yeah. I was actually, I was talking to my dad earlier, and he was even saying, he's like, I can't believe that ZZ's still on that show. I was like, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I think this will be the last ever Tough Enough, honestly. It doesn't have the ratings.
Has he listened to the podcast when ZZ's on?
No, he hasn't. I didn't bring it up either. He was asking me what days it was on, because last night I had more important things to watch, like Hard Knocks. Because now that it's football season, pretty much fuck wrestling. Like, the Sox are out of it. The Eagles suck. But Tom Brady's gonna get hung from the neck until dead. So.
Did you sign up to the fantasy football league?
I did.
All right.
Bobby
You know it's
is
keep
doing
up.
it again.
Bobby's doing it again?
It's keep a league. So
It
go on
is
and keep
keeper now?
3 guys.
3 guys. So whereas Sean's league doesn't have a limit.
Sean's changing it
So it's not a keeper league.
because he didn't know it was a keeper league.
No.
But he's got to do like 1 or 2 people.
Well, now I have to go back and look at who I kept. Actually, I think I kept DeAndre Hopkins.
I think I kept half my friggin' team.
I kept DeAndre Hopkins, and he looks
I
filthy.
don't know who to choose because I have Calvin Johnson and DeMarco Murray and Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham Jr.
Did you guys see the Eagles tried to pay somebody to fly a We Got DeMarco thing over Cowboys practice, and the pilot crashed and died?
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And that's how I know the Eagles are gonna suck this year.
I think wrestling should have fantasy wrestling.
Fantasy. They actually used to do something like
Didn't
that on
TNA or WCW?
No, WWE did it back in the day. But
Somebody did it by points.
it was
I
WWE.
think TNA did something like that.
Did they?
They were doing something like that for a while.
So, in other words, John Cena is the automatic first pick.
Yeah.
And everybody else just... So you don't pick any heels, essentially. You just pick all faces, and you win. Faces and Charlotte.
I think you would have to... I don't know how you would do fantasy wrestling.
Whoever wins matches. It'd have to be matches.
It'd have to be week by week.
You would have to start it scratch at the beginning of the year that everybody's at 0. And then go from there. And how many matches people win during the year and stuff like that.
Let's start fantasy wrestling.
John Cena's my first pick. I have dibs on first pick, John Cena.
But you do it with just WWE. You do it with like WWE and TNA wrestlers.
Wait, there's...
Global Force, mix them all together.
TNA?
Yeah, I only know Global Force now.
I only know Jushin Thunder Liger.
Okay, so you did it with the WWE.
So if I just did it with WWE, I'd pick John Cena.
So you would get 3 picks. You would get a regular wrestler, you would get a diva, and you would get a tag team.
Oh, a tag team. I was going to say an NXT.
Okay. And then you go, if you want to go that way, you can also go
right.
NXT, regular, diva, and.
All right. So,
But if they break it up to SmackDown with their own champion, I mean, you'd have to.
But they would. That's the thing. It would be so much easier if it were brand wise.
Yeah.
They want to do that though.
They keep talking about splitting it up again next year.
It should just be Raw and SmackDown and NXT.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Good.
Because they want 3
Traveling. Yeah. I saw that.
I saw what's her name fight Red
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. Not too bad.
Really, I didn't watch.
I
When
think
was
it was 3 episodes ago
Oh, of NXT.
of NXT.